My name is Spencer Gates. I live at 27007 Northwest West Union Road in Hillsboro. I'm a fourth-generation farmer on both sides of my family. I live right down the road from Casey. Both the farms that my mother and father grew up on are Century Farms. My wife and I own 309 acres in the Helvetia area. Our farm does not and has never been irrigated. We grow wheat, oats, clover seed, grass seed, hay, and timber on our farm. We also lease other properties in the Helvetia area. We would want our land to be designated rural reserve. The effect of being urban or undesignated on the land we farm would change our farming practices. If the area where I farm were to be developed, it would increase traffic, which would make it much more dangerous to drive equipment from farm to farm and to transport our commodities from farm to a processing facility. I would possibly get complaints because some of our harvesting of our crops is in the middle of the night because that's the optimal time to harvest. I know farmers who farm next to urban areas who have problems with some of their urban neighbors. I would possibly get complaints about dust and noise that we make during our farming practices. As the population in the area has increased, we have seen an increase in trespassing, theft, and vandalism. Surely that these would increase. Farming land that is undesignated or urban reserve would change our way of making decisions about capital improvements, long-term fertility plans, and our leases with our landlords. It leaves us in limbo. We would have to work with our landlords who are in the same position. Highway 26 acts as a natural buffer and helps farming coexist with our urban areas. I support the Metro's COO's recommendations to not designate urban reserves north of Highway 26. These are foundation agricultural lands, and we can't get them back once they are gone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gates. And, Councilor Liberty?
Mr. Gates, I wonder if you can help us think through the implications for farmers who wish to expand their operation if land nearby is an urban reserve. I mean, the theory is the land may not be used at all or might not be used for 20 years or 30 years or 40 years. Mm-hmm. But imagine lands near you were designated urban reserve. What effect would that have, you think, on the ability to expand or acquire more land or long-term leases?
Well, long-term leases are one thing we have to take in consideration. Some of the crops that I grow, like grass seed, we can leave those crops in as long as 7 to 10 years, and we have contracts with companies to grow those seeds, and that we'd have to definitely take that into consideration because the investment it takes to get this crop started and the investment in that, it's a very long-term process. Other considerations would probably be capital improvements to the farm if we were needed to expand, such as adding new storage facilities or long-term investments to the land itself, adding lime or other types of enhancements to the soil that you have to consider that over a long period of time because it's a big investment.